10 crazy things you never knew about Among Us. Among Us has taken the world by storm, but not even its most ardent fans know everything there is to know about the game. In a sloth-spaced theme, Among Us has absolutely taken the gaming world by storm. Its easy-to-learn gameplay, cute aesthetics, and minimal cost combined with tense and chaotic finger-pointing to create a truly viral game. 10. It used to be called Space Mafia. Multiple Among Us beams in space, looking imposing. Inspired by the party game, Mafia, Among Us used to take that inspiration quite far. The working title of the game was Space Mafia, which does a perfectly adequate job of describing the game. It is, at its core, Mafia with a space skin slapped on. However, the finalized title of Among Us is much better suited, creating suspense and fear that really festers throughout the gameplay. 9. It nearly got cancelled several times. Among Us didn't start its life as an internet phenomenon. In fact, at launch, it only had about 30-50 concurrent players, and lacked online multiplayer. Programmer Forrest Willard said, in a Kotaku interview, that it didn't release super well, and we stuck with Among Us a lot longer than we probably should have from a pure business standpoint. 8. More popular outside the US. Given how many US streamers play Among Us, you would be forgiven for thinking the game was most popular in the US. In fact, Forrest Willard said, also in a Kotaku interview, that the US was losing to countries like Brazil, Korea, and Mexico. This is good news for fans of the game worldwide, as it means there will always be a lobby, and unsuspecting victims, waiting. 7. A sequel was announced then cancelled immediately. A viral smash hit is inevitably going to make any developer see dollar signs and want to cash in on the hype generated. That's why sequels exist. After the viral success of Among Us, a second game got announced in a post on Innersloth's itch.io page but was then cancelled a month later in a follow-up post. The developers stated that they were going to instead focus on turning the original into the best game it could be. While these two posts definitely gave some fans whiplash, it's good to see Innersloth are focusing on improving the experience of what players have already purchased. 6. Game publicity matters. For a space beam murder game, Among Us was involved in some pretty heavy political moments. For example, some politicians joined popular streamers for a session on Twitch in order to encourage more young people to vote in the 2020 US presidential election. Also on Twitch, the US Navy got into hot water for trying to recruit viewers while brandishing offensive names on their characters. It's hard to imagine the developers foresaw this set of events for Among Us, but stranger things have happened. 5. It's littered with Easter eggs. Easter eggs are a popular and fun way for developers to pay homage to their inspirations. They have been included in many video game franchises over the years, with the Call of Duty zombie Easter eggs always a hot topic when a new zombie map is released. Among Us is no exception, containing references to Rick and Morty, popular real-life brands, and Innersloth's latest game, the Henry Stickmin Collection. 4. Seasonal changes. A mirrored version of the Skeld map in Among Us. Games that want players to keep returning often new content as an incentive for continued play. Seasonal map changes have occurred in games such as Killing Floor 2 and Call of Duty. Recently, Among Us impressed fans with some Halloween decorations hung around the maps, but did you know that you can alter your device's clock to unlock other seasonal changes? If you change to Christmas Day and host a game, you and everyone else playing will unlock new hats. If that minimal aesthetic change isn't enough to entice you, then how about being able to mess with your friends? Set the date to the 1st of April, April Fool's Day, and the Skeld will be mirrored, confusing even experienced imposters and bamboozling helpless crewmates. 3. Those beams are surprisingly advanced. A Dyson sphere seen through the telescope on Polis, in Among Us. Amateur astrologists can look through the telescope on the Polis map and take in the sights of the universe. One thing they may see, but not recognize, is a Dyson sphere. No, not a new vacuum cleaner. Well, sort of actually. A Dyson sphere is a made-up device, or as scientists like to say, theoretical, that is wrapped around a star in order to collect all the energy radiating from it. They are believed to be something that will one day become necessary for spacefaring civilizations, and those adorable little beings built one. Inside those round visors are genius brains. 2. Shares many similarities with the Thing. An Among Us imposter killing a crewmate with its tongue, like the alien in the Thing. If you described a situation where a group of scientists in a remote location has to complete tasks while trying to figure out who among them is a shaper-shifting alien imposter, many people would think you were describing John Carpenter's 1982 sci-fi horror classic. The film is probably older than most of the people playing Among Us, so you'd be forgiven for not knowing it. In it, scientists in an Antarctic research station battle against a hostile alien parasite, much like our little beams do. As well as the similar premise, the alien in the Thing uses its long tongue to stab and grab people, just like one of the kill animations in Among Us. 1. Canonically, the imposters win. Beams in Among Us inside Mirror HQ, where the imposters were brought back to from the Skeld. It makes sense the imposters can win by killing all the crew, or by sabotaging the ship, but doesn't it seem odd that the crew can win just by completing all their tasks? In this win scenario, any remaining imposters would remain on board the Skeld, likely being transported to the ship's next location. And that's it for the video, but before you go, make sure to check the website where I got it from, which will be linked in the description. Also like, share and subscribe.